Sì, amore. Non poteva lui! C'è una fame. L'hai messa dentro? Sta tossendo come una barbarocchia. Non credo.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Bills going up against the Buccaneers.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ma che gli soldi gli danno? Soldi per la cena gli danno?
Non mi ascolti! Lunedì 4 dobbiamo dargli 120 euro. Perché?
Ci diamo, costa così tanto, non ci vale.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a first down throw, Kelly. It's caught by Mike Evans. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I don't care who you
put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! Green, 39! Hot!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down and 4. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know at the beginning of the season you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
From the gun, Kelly. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Hoover. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. To throw again. Hoover. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Now the offense lining up first and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Eight yards to go here on second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Off the play fake. Hoover. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Kelly. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Off play action. Hoover. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
to throw. Hoover. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Duncan. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The play clock's running down. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Side, it's Dixon. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On second down, Kelly. And break, the tight end's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Kelly now on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
This is Carson. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 11-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Blue line
from the gun. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start the drive with Dixon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down. Hoover got his man complete over the middle. That's Duncan. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
give. This is their fullback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit, and the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing on first down. Hoover. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Hoover. And his throw here's incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful when the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
First and goal here from the 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, it's Kelly. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Operating from the gun. Kelly. He'll air it out deep. That's caught inside the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. This is Dixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, hit it. Detroit. Over. Set. Green, 39.
Here's Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Boom,
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set.
Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right near the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, here we go.
To throw is Kelly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Here we go now.
Kelly operating from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Bills getting set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll run it with Dixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hoover. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll try the counter with Dixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Hoover throwing the out route incomplete. It's Duncan. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Off the play fake. Hoover. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Play clock winding down. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Hoover. And he fires one, but incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got some space here.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Leopard. Hurry up, here we go.
Kelly now on first down. It's caught. Humphreys. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Adam Humphreys, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Leopard. Gone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first and 10, Hoover. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now Kelly, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they have regained the lead. So another drive bogs down there, but for the 4th time here, they're able to escape with at least 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so they've needed all of these field goals to be in the position they are.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, Hoover. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go now. 3-19.
looking from the gun. Hoover. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And now here's a carry heading left. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kelly being chased out left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw is Kelly. On third down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Going left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing on first down. Hoover. Over the middle, complete. That's Duncan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Hoover. Flush. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Off play action. Hoover. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Hoover eluding the pressure right. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do.
Che cos'è? Che succede qua?
Looking to throw. Hoover. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Vieni con papà. Vieni con papà. Stai in guaraccia a me.
To throw on second down. Hoover. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
Che c'è? Vieni qua. Non andiamo a letto, adesso si cena, papà. Va bene?
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hoover. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff.
Fermati, basta.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Anita, che c'è, papà?
Drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Che c'è? Senti quell'altra come piange.
Starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Green 39! Green 39!
Kelly to throw on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Andiamo a mangiare, dai papà.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Now they try the right side here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Forza. Forza. Adesso arriva pure papà.
This
Bello.
is a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 3-19.
Kelly down. Operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit at the 49. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And they take a knee. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but